And they're just about all set then. $20 million Saudi Cup 2024. Ushba Tesoro didn't jump the best and also pushed forward early on is Saudi Crown as they race through the first 200 metres. And on the outside, also moving forward, is Power in Numbers in company with Carmel Road. Hoist the Gold is also racing in a handy position as they settle down. And the pace is being contested here by Saudi Crown, who has the early lead. National Treasure has moved forward to stalk them, with Isolate also racing in a handy position. Hoist the Gold is prominent but not leading. White Barrio races in 5th place. Then Power in Numbers, who's drifted back to midfield. Defunded is also there in company with Lemon Pop. And at this stage, Ushba Tesoro is an absolute mile behind. He's about 5 to 6 lengths behind in company with Scotland Yard, who's also struggling to keep up. So early on, it's the grey Saudi Crown who'll lead them towards the turn. Has the advantage narrowly from National Treasure in 2nd. Isolate pushed up the fence with White Barrio getting a nice track in. Carmel Road is very wide. Also there is Crown Pride as they begin to make the turn. Defunded has made some ground. Power in Numbers is going backwards. Hoist the Gold has quite a lot to do from there. One that is making ground is Lemon Pop up the inside. So out in the lead, the grey Saudi Crown will lead the turn for home. In 2nd place, pushed along, National Treasure a length down. Derma Sotogake in the light blue is on the outside now of the pushed along Isolate. Carmel Road comes next. Several are flat here with Defunded. Ushba Tesoro is making quite a lot of ground, but it's Saudi Crown who has the advantage from National Treasure. Ushba Tesoro from a mile back continues to stay on. Also staying on strongly is Senor Buscador. Out in front, Saudi Crown with 150 metres to last. Still has the lead, National Treasure. Ushba Tesoro late on the scene and right down the outside. Senor Buscador, the lead is taken by Ushba Tesoro, but right on the line, Senor Buscador might have tipped him out. Certainly the rider thinks so. Senor Buscador and Ushba Tesoro. 3 Longines Red Sea Turf handicap, and they're all sent on their way. Everyone's out. Enemy's going to cross behind. So's Tower of London. Ryan Moore quickly up the rail. Purple colours moves to the fence. Has the early pace, Roberto Escobar, and moving forward is Libyan Glass to set the early fractions. Ect on the running rail is handy as well. So it's Libyan Glass and Ect, both for Japan, who have the early lead. Moving off their heels, Roberto Escobar. Oh, and Ect, very odd, it was clipped heels there. It was pranced for a couple of strides. In 4th place is Iron Barrows, racing on the outside of the green jacket of Diva Donna. So a lot of the Japanese horses are prominent in the run early on. Big Call for France is next, racing on the inside of Breakup, another of the Japanese runners as they make the turn. And now out in the lead, it's Libyan Glass who has moved through to take it up. So Libyan Glass leading by just over a length. Roberto Escobar in 2nd place, Ect in 3rd on the running rail. Also white and green as they come up the home straight is Iron Barrows. And in 5th place then towards the inside is Diva Donna. Big Call on the inside of Breakup, and then the second half of the field headed by Pin Your Hopes in the green jacket, yellow and green of Scazino. Then we have the red cap and the white epaulets of First Minister as they make their way up past the stands. Tower of London and Giovanotto are both well back. They had to sit and suffer along with Enemy from their early gate, and Al Nair keeps them company at the back. So Libyan Glass now attended by Iron Barrows, and racing in 3rd is Ect. In 4th place on the outside, Roberto Escobar from Diva Donna. Big Call, and still held 3 wide at this stage, is Breakup, who's racing in about 7th or 8th place as they make their way round the turn and just about heading back to their point of departure. Scazino still in the second half of the field in company with First Minister, and the green jacket towards the inside of Pin Your Hopes. Tower of London sticking to the running rail, but will need a fair amount of luck from there. Giovanotto held up, is reaping and tearing at the back in the pale blue with Enemy, and on the outside of those is Al Nair. So they're midway down the back straight, 1,200 metres to travel from this point. Libyan Glass has the lead. Iron Barrows is poised in 2nd. Half a length to Ect. Roberto Escobar breaking up the Japanese formation. Diva Donna racing in 5th place at this stage as they make their way round the turn. Just about to enter it now. Breakup on the outside will be 3 deep, and still at the back Giovanotto. Tower of London, they've got a lot to do from there with Enemy as well. Libyan Glass, a first applying of pressure from Iron Barrows, and we are still quite a long way from home here. Ect is in 3rd place. All of a sudden, riders coming off the bridle as the pace lifts. Tower of London found coming back into his lap Roberto Escobar, likewise Giovanotto. Out in the lead, Libyan Glass seems to have repelled Iron Barrows for the time being. Ect and now down the outside. First Minister makes some ground. Ryan Moore needs some luck on Tower of London, full of horse, nowhere to go. Behind these towards the inside is Big Call. Giavolotto is now being wound up. Ector's moved through to take the lead. Enemy right from the back of the pack. Giavolotto as well. Now Tower of London. Giavolotto times in, joins Enemy. Tower of London's had a torrid trip. Can he put it out of the fire? Enemy Giavolotto dying on the run. Tower of London's going to travel late. Tower of London getting to Enemy. Tower of London in the final bound. Got out of jail, I think. It didn't part like the Red Sea for him, but he's won anyway. They're off and racing, and it's a pretty level start. Luxembourg's going to try and go forward. Luxembourg on the outside, being sent forward by Ryan Moore, and he's going to get a piece of the lead at this rate. He's moving forward, and he's going to find Jack Darcy on his inside, just pushing up and holding him one wide. But he's one out, one back, as Astro King moves up on the outside. Grosser Jack is towards the inside, as Jack Darcy now moves through to take the lead. So Jack Darcy and Luxembourg, with Grosser Jack on the running rail in third. In fourth is Astro King, who also pushed forward from a wide out gate, trying to follow Luxembourg. The Foxes drops onto his tail, with Killer Ability in the hooped colours as they move away. Spirit Dancer races in seventh place, the first of the two big white faces, with Starcat in pursuit. Then behind these is Bolt Hole, and still towards the back early on is Caliph. Also Studley is well back, and Hearts Concerto as well. So the two Japanese runners are well out the back at the moment. They are down the back straight, spaced out by 12 lengths. And out in the lead it is Jack Darcy, who has the advantage. Luxembourg in second, Grosser Jack in third, with Astro King a length away. The Foxes in fifth place, with half a length back to Killer Instinct. Spirit Dancer rounds off the first half of the field. Bolt Hole racing on the outside of Alu Cal. They're still quite well back in company with Bolt Hole, Caliph, Hearts Concerto, and still right at the back is Studley. Out in the lead is Jack Darcy, leading for the UK. Luxembourg for Ireland in second, and in third place Grosser Jack up the inside for Saudi Arabia. Astro King in the striped colours races in fourth place. He's just given the hurry up now as they begin to press on the gas round the home turn. The Foxes just begins to angle out, staying to the inside. There is Killer Ability. Spirit Dancer also going to be pulled to the outside with a big white face. Now asked to try and kick. Out in the lead, Jack Darcy. Luxembourg moves smoothly to his quarters, just being gathered up now by Ryan Moore. From the back, Killer Ability tries Spirit Dancer and Astro King, but now Luxembourg moves to the front pretty smoothly. Spirit Dancer, however, is coming strongly on the outside. Luxembourg, Spirit Dancer for Richard Fahey and Oisin Orr have swept past Luxembourg, and it's going to be another international success for Spirit Dancer. Big Killer Ability. Caliph may have got up for third past Luxembourg, then the pair of Jacks. 13:51 turf sprint. Start on the turf course at the entrance to the back straight. Jumbie, who can sleep. And Bathrat Leon was slow away, rousted along, and will he be able to get through that gap? No, I think is the answer. Squeezed up there and had to take a check. Matilda Picot and Art Power from the wide out gates, with Win Greatest, and also racing handily Dr. Zemp. Also being sent forward is Cold Front in the white cap. Jumbie's recovered to track the leaders on the rails with Win Greatest. The big white face of Mysterious Night is three wide at this stage. Bathrat Leon had to go right the way back to the rear and fired up amongst horses byline on the outside of Anaf. Then the Grey King Cold as they take the turn, and right at the back is Raed. Matilda Picot got right over from gate 14, bags the rail from Art Power. Racing in third is Dr. Zemp in yellow and red. Cold Front comes next with Win Greatest. Jumbie waiting for a gap on the inside running rail as they make the turn. Behind these is Lala Christine, who races in the striped colours. Mysterious Night with work to do, as has Bathrat Leon, as Matilda Picot tries to kick off the front end. Win Greatest, Anaf burrowing under the rail. Behind these is Strange Straight is Lala Christine, who's making ground, and also making ground Aguri for Japan. Up the rail goes Anaf, has threaded the needle from Win Greatest as they head towards the line. It is Anaf. What a ride from Ross Orion, has got up the rail, and another international success for Mick Appleby. Anaf won it. Lala Christine rattled home for second. In third was Byline, I think. Matilda Picot couldn't last home. Win Greatest. And they're all poised and they jump away. A little bit of scrimmaging, and the loser was Kay Dory early on. Well out was Rebellious Stage, and up the inside Alface Leia is also showing dash. So is Skelly, and also pushed along the white face of Jasper Crone in the white sleeves. They're being followed by Tuz for in fifth place, and then a couple of lengths behind these to Kerama, Kay Doro at this stage, and right at the back early on is Bold Journey. So three deep, they make their way into the bend. Skelly on the outside of Jasper Crone, and Rebellious Stage holding the running rail. Behind those in fourth place is Power of Beauty, Kerama, and Tuz on the outside come next. Then behind these we have the green jacket of Sunset Flash. Remake making a little bit of ground now, staying to the inside, moving to about 5th or 6th. Bold Journey and Kayadori with a lot to do. Jasper Krone is the first one to commit. Skelly tries to cover the move, just lugging to the left. Then behind these, Rebellious Stage, looking for those coming from the back. Bold Journey's making ground. Remake is now asked for the effort to try and pick up the leader, and that leader is now Skelly, who's gone to the front. Skelly from Jasper Krone. Remake continues to close off strongly. Out in front, it's Skelly. Remake down the outside. Once again, Japan after the USA, and once again it will go to Japan. Remake, third last year, turns away Skelly. Bold Journey ran on late. Jasper Krone, Karayama, Sunset Flash. At the 1600 metres, the Saudi derby, and not the best away Forever Young, just had to be rousted along. The US Sandwich broke better on his inside and outside. Forever Young just nudged along early, is going to have to do it the hard way here, as out on the lead, Ajwadi in company with Hayit are one of the first to show. Also moving forward in the early stages is Setup for Japan. That horse is just being tracked through by Salam Al-Khair. Forever Young's now got clear daylight, just inclined to lug out to the right slightly, as Ben Tonato makes ground now up on the outside. So Ben Tonato disputing it with Setup, and on the inside Hayit. They're being followed through in 4th place by Ajwadi, and then behind these we have Salam Al-Khair. Oasis Boy in midfield. Forever Young is 3 back, or 3 wide on the outside, following Bukem Dano at this stage with Satono Phoenix. One that's struggling to lie up is Saudi Naom as they make the turn, and it's Setup who has the lead from Ben Tonato in 2nd, Bukem Dano in 3rd. Now Forever Young begins a sweeping move on the outside of Ajwadi as they make their way with Hayit as they straighten. Ben Tonato the first one to commit. Behind these, Bukem Dano, the Americans go 1-2. Now Forever Young is forced to dig in because he's given them a 3-length start at the top of the home run. It is Ben Tonato and Bukem Dano. Forever Young at this stage is flat. He's got 3 lengths still to find, 300 metres to do it as Bukem Dano moves through to lead for Irad Ortiz. Now Forever Young, belatedly beginning to pick up. Bukem Dano needs the line now as Forever Young surges on the outside. Bukem Dano, Forever Young is coming. Bukem Dano all out. Forever Young dives and may have got it in the final bound. Forever Young and Bukem Dano could go either way here.